Hello everyone, I am Retro Anju, and as you can see, I got a little something special. My friend at Of Mice and Magic has graciously agreed to sell me this box of Homelands. Homelands was the first set I kind of discovered on my own without anybody telling me about or reading about. This was back in the day, and I found it in a video game store of all places, and I was like, oh, Homelands, it's Magic the Gathering? I've never heard of this before. Now, of course, I was not blown away by what I opened, obviously. I was later to determine how much of a joke set Homelands became. At the time, it wasn't... No, at the time it was bad. It was bad. But it's gotten worse over time with creature power creep and all that. There are still a few cards that are pretty good in it. That that stood the test of time, but not many. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open this box, and there are 60 packs inside. And I think I'm going to break this into 8 videos, where I'll open 5 at a time, and use each one to give you guys a little bit more details on my upcoming live stream, where I will be cracking open a box of Ice Age that also came from Of Mice and Magic. There you go, Ice Age. Ice Age is a little bit more fondly remembered, mostly by me, since that was the big set when I first started playing and started buying on my own. But we're going to start with Homelands. We're going to do 5 packs. You're going to watch me pull open this seal right now. And I'm going to open 5 at a time. They are small packs, comparatively. And Homelands, it had cards that were rarer than others, but none were classified as rare. They were all uncommon. So you got 2 uncommons per pack, and the rest were common. And there are 35 cards from Homelands that are on the reserve list. So that means there are 120 chances for me to get all the reserve list cards from Homelands. Let's see if I can do it. I'll see if I can remember what they are and point them out when we get them. But here we go with pack number 1 from video number 1. And here we are. Funeral March. And of course, all the commons in these all had multiple artworks too, so it was another thing they did back then. Samite Alchemist, Ambush, Hungry Mist, Abbey Matron, and first uncommon will be Dark Maze. Second uncommon will be... Oh, nope, that was not that was not an uncommon. I am so sorry. Alright, here we are. First uncommon, Black Carriage, which is on the reserve list. I did not have before. There we go. Thank you. Then we have Sea Troll, which is not on the reserve list, but there it is. So 1 reserve list, 1 not. Not that anybody is clamoring for a Sea Troll reprint. Moving on to pack number 2. Mesa Falcon, which I believe was the first card I opened when I opened that first pack of Homelands that I found. Folk of Anhava, Ambush Party, another Funeral March, another Samite Alchemist. There is a Dry Spell, Evaporate, and Baron Sengir. So there we go. Another one reserve list, one not. Pack fresh Baron Sengir. I had a German one, but I did not have an English one, so that's nice to see. Got a black theme going on here. Let's see. There was also a theme in Homelands where, you know, Baron Sengir, I think he owned most of the world, and the forces of Sarah were trying to repel it. I don't know. But there was a lot of Sarah and a lot of Sengir in this set. Here we have an Anaba Shaman, Shrink, Jinx, Sengir Bats, Reef Pirates, Abbey Matron, Retribution, not reserve list, and Castle Sengir, also not reserve list. That's okay though. You know, everybody looks at these and they complain about how bad they are as filter lands, and yes, they are now. But keep in mind, back in the day, there was only one or maybe two cards, 2 or 3 lands that could give you mana of any color. City of Brass, Rainbow Veil, and I'm not really sure what else, but there was no 3-color lands. And especially with no real downside. So those were playable back in the day. Not so much anymore. Another Sengir Bats, another Hungry Mist, Torture, Willow Fairy, Anaba Bodyguard, Trade Caravan, Anzerin Ruins, there's a reserve list card, also I did not have, and there's another Tri-Land Wizard School, also not reserve list. Again, like I said, power creep. These things seem bad, but back in the day, especially when Magic was harder to find, you know, especially as a middle teenager, not being able to go to a whole bunch of places to get your hands on something where you could get 3 colors of mana was not terrible. Not like it is today. Dwarven Trader, Reef Pirates, Clockwork Steed. There's one of those cards that has stood the test of time. Merchant Scroll. Again, common. Serrated Arrows. Giant Albatross. Aeson Abbey, yet another Tri-Land. And Baki's Curse, which is on the reserve list. Also did not have. So, of the 5 packs, I have now picked up I've picked up 4 reserve list cards, so that's nice. We'll keep a running tally on that. And once again, you know, this is leading up to a live stream. I have not worked out all the details as to when it will be yet, but more information will be forthcoming. So there we have it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. And leave me a comment. Tell me, what was the first pack you found on your own in the wild? Something you just came across and you're like, hey, I didn't know this existed. Does that happen anymore with the internet? I don't know. But it was a good feeling back then. So let me know. I want to hear your experiences. And as always, thanks for watching.